welcome. If you're tired of your own bullshit, this live is for you. Hello. If you're tired of your own BS, this live is for you, okay? We are becoming the woman of our dreams, the woman who follows through, the woman who doesn't make excuses, the woman who reaches her goals, the woman who is extremely confident in herself, the woman that doesn't tolerate breadcrumbs, the woman that has financial freedom, who has her online business, making her content, being confident. That's who we're becoming today. So if you are tired of your own BS, it is time that we fix it. Also, for those of you guys who are looking to start your online business, let me let you know something. You should be generating income while you're asleep. Good morning. Hello, hello. You should be generating income while you're asleep. And if you are not, you're doing something wrong. But no worries, because on this live, I'm going to teach you how to get it done correctly. Hello. I also want you to know you should be generating income with all of your content, and you only need one product to sell. The reason why a lot of you guys don't want to start your online business, or you keep failing at it, is because you think you need all these products in your store. Some of you guys think you can't launch your website until you have 20,000 products, but you only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will change your entire life. Good morning. How do I know that? Because my digital product changed mine. You guys, believe it or not, I used to be 100 pounds overweight. Yes, I was a very big girly. Hello. My heaviest weight was 340. And I lost so much weight. I changed what I ate, I exercised, and I fixed my mindset, okay? And all of that knowledge I learned on my weight loss journey, I put it in an ebook to teach other people how to lose weight. And I resold that ebook over and over and over again, okay? It made me hundreds of thousands. So if I can do it, you can too. Now, the problem with you, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm onto something. Good morning. A lot of you guys live in fear. A lot of you guys live in fear. A lot of you guys are afraid of what people will think. I have before and afters on my Instagram, babe. A lot of you guys are afraid of what people will think. You're afraid of looking stupid. You're afraid of people talking about you. And that fear that you refuse to let go of is what's keeping you stuck. Listen, ladies, if you truly want to change your life, if you truly want to become your highest version and become your dream woman, the one who's confident, the one who's following through, the one who believes in herself, the one who sticks to her promises, you're gonna have to let go of fear, okay? You're either gonna stay trapped in the fear, or you're gonna let it go and build the life of your dreams. Remember, the choice is always yours, okay? Now, what I wanna know is who on this live wants to become her higher version, meaning she wants to let go of her excuses and her procrastinating. If that's you, go ahead and put me in the chat. If that is you, go ahead and put me in the chat. I also want to know, good morning, who on this live wants to build her digital empire, meaning she wants to sell products, she wants to become a content creator, she wants to monetize her passions. If that is you, go ahead and put a me in the chat. And I also want to know who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. If that is you, go ahead and put me in the chat. Good morning. Very good. Very good. I'm glad to see it. Hello. And for those of you guys who have never seen my face before, good morning. Happy Thursday. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life financially, mentally, spiritually, and physically. The version of you who is living in her truth, living in her purpose, she's already within you. You guys, if you already had the seed, planted the idea, that means you're already her. But the problem is the things you got going on in this pretty little head of yours is what's keeping you trapped. The limiting the beliefs, the insecurities, okay? We gotta fix it. And we gotta fix it quickly. We can't keep making excuses, all right? Now, I'm gonna give you guys a lot of knowledge this morning. I'm gonna give you a lot of gems, okay? So make sure you write this stuff down. Note takers are money makers. And what I know is you're gonna forget, okay? I already know you're gonna forget because life be life and stress be stressing. But if you write stuff down, Anything that I do say that you happen to forget, you can still refer back to your notes and get it done, okay? So if you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Good morning. If you're ready for class to begin, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Also, make sure you guys are double tapping the screen. Let me tell you how TikTok works. The more we interact with this live, the more we like, comment, and share, the more TikTok will push this live to more people. And believe it or not, there are a lot of women out here who want to change their life. They're tired of their own BS too, and they're ready to fix it. So just like this live found you, let's allow this live to find others, okay? So start double tapping, share the live, and comment. Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Why, thank you, thank you. Now, while I wait for you guys to get your pen and paper, I want you guys to write this down. Oh, hold on, let me change it to mirror so y'all can actually see. 1 second. I want you guys to write this down. This is something I want you guys to remind yourself of, okay? All right, there we go. I am healing the version of me that needs external validation from others. I am healing the version of me that needs external validation from others. Ladies, you do not need your friends to support you. You do not need your family to support you. The only support you need is the support from yourself. That's it. Okay? Stop looking for other people to do what you can do for yourself. Stop worrying about who's not supporting your dreams. As long as you support your dreams, that's all that matters. And that will take you further, okay? So we're not gonna worry about needing validation from other people. We're not doing that anymore. The woman that you're trying to become, she supports herself. She knows she can do anything she puts her mind to. She already knows that what she touches turns to gold. She doesn't need anyone to tell her that. She tells herself that daily, okay? Don't you ever forget. Yes, definitely. Self-confidence also plays an important role. Exactly. So we have to make sure we're building our confidence so that we can reach our goals, okay? Now, are you guys ready for class to begin? Nobody put ready in the chat. Nobody put ready in the chat. If you're ready, go ahead and put ready in the chat. Let me know that you're ready for class to begin. And for those of y'all who are just seeing me for the first time, my name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life. Thank you, I know. Very good, very good. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is a digital product and how will we build our business, all right? So a digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix, think of a song on your Apple Music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession. It's all out in the cloud somewhere, okay? You can create anything to sell, ladies. Anything your heart desires, you can create it. Please don't overthink. And for those of y'all who don't know what you want to sell, understand that there's something that you already know about. There's something that you have a passion for. And whatever it is, you should be monetizing, okay? I want you to wake up every single day doing what you love to do, all right? That's how we live the soft life. That's how we live in our femininity, okay? So please start brainstorming ideas and things that you love to do so you can monetize those things, all right? You could sell an ebook, you could sell an e-course, you could do a private community. You could sell workbooks, journals, affirmation guides, whatever your heart desires, I promise you, you can sell. But again, in order to actually get it done, we have to stop making excuses. If we want to build our dream life and build financial freedom, we have to execute, okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 apps, and these apps will change your entire life if and only if you use them. You guys, the key word of this live is going to be execute, okay? You're going to hear me say this word 10 million times today because I need it to stick in your pretty little head. We can't just take notes. We can't just watch videos. We can't just watch lives. We have to execute. Okay, that's the only way it's gonna get done. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning. If you're ready for app number 1, put a 1 in the chat. Also, you guys do not forget to like, comment, and share the live. If I'm saying anything that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, okay? The more we interact with this live, the more TikTok will push this live to more people. You are worthy of success. Thank you, I know. You are worthy of abundance. You're worthy of wealth, and you're worthy of happiness. And don't ever let anyone convince you that you're not. They lying, okay? App number 1, write it down. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Now, I know some of you guys have heard about this app before. Some of y'all have already downloaded it. But my question is, are you using it? Okay, because if it's just collecting storage space, what is the point? You will be using this app for everything, okay? So maybe you want to create content. They have plenty of video templates on here that you can use to make everything look all pretty, okay? If you want to do those get ready with me videos that you see the girlies do, they're getting the templates off of Canva, all right? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I tell you every day, start your channel, start sharing your journey, talking about things that are important to you on YouTube, okay? Maybe you're gonna listen. They got hundreds upon thousands of YouTube templates on there for you to use, okay? You just gotta use it. And maybe you wanna sell an ebook. That's what I'm gonna teach you how to make. Did you know Canva has hundreds of thousands of templates on there to make everything look all nice and pretty and professional? So anything you need, I promise you, you can find it on Canva. Now, for my ladies, before we even get into app number 2, for my ladies who like to live in fear, okay, a lot of you guys have this toxic habit of trying to convince yourself that you can't do stuff and you haven't even tried. Some of you guys think you're too old. Well, Jazz, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to use my phone like that. Or what if it's too late for me? Let's go ahead and address this fear of yours before we even move forward. First of all, you're very tech savvy. You use your cell phone every day, all day. She said that to me. Listen, I can feel the energy. I already know when the fear is in the room. You use technology every day. Don't sit up on my live and lie. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, your phone is glued to your hip and you are on these apps all day long. That takes tech savviness, okay? And you will use that same tech savviness that you already have to build your online business. Stop telling yourself what you can't do. Number 2, it is not too late for you to start your business, okay? What I want you to understand is you woke up this morning. Let's be serious. That is a blessing. A lot of people did not wake up, which means it's too late for them. Every day that you wake up, you were blessed with another opportunity to work towards your goals. So you should be utilizing that blessing that God gave you. It's unfortunate that a lot of us take that for granted. And instead of working on the goals and walking in your purpose, you choose to waste time. You choose to scroll on the internet all day, not doing nothing. You choose to binge watch Netflix movies, and you choose to sit on the phone and gossip. Stop. That's not getting us anywhere. The dream woman that you want to be, she doesn't waste her time. She does not sit around and waste her time. And last but not least, for those of you guys who do think you're too old, what did I say? You could sell your knowledge, all right? So if you are older, you have a lot of knowledge. Thank you. You have a lot of wisdom that most people don't have. So you have a lot of options on what you could sell. Okay? All right. Fair enough. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Hi, Shanae. If you're ready for app number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. You can do anything you put your mind to, ladies, but that means you're going to have to stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. Stop telling yourself what you can't do. You can do anything your heart desires, but the problem is you got things going on in this pretty little head of yours that are keeping you trapped, okay? So we got to fix our mindset. All right? Also, make sure y'all follow me so you don't lose me. They do steal my videos and they make fake accounts. And they turn around and message you, okay? So please beware on these TikTok streets. App number 2, Chat GPT. Good morning. Chat GPT. This is app number 2. Welcome. Come on in, ladies. Welcome. App number two. App number one was Canva. App number one was Canva. So remember, you guys, I'm going to teach you how to create the digital product, and then I'm going to teach you how to sell it. Okay, so right now we're getting our apps together, then we're going to make it, and then we're going to sell it. Okay, app number two, write it down. Y'all got this? This is AI, by the way, artificial intelligence. You will be using chat for everything. Okay, everything. So if you want to make content, but you're not too sure what kind of videos to make, just ask chat. It'll tell you, okay? If you want to start your YouTube channel, but you're not too sure what to say in the videos, or maybe you're camera shy, chat will script the video for you. Now all you have to do is just say the words, okay? And maybe you do want to sell a digital product. Maybe you want to sell an ebook. That's what I'm going to teach you how to make. What if I told you chat will write the entire ebook for you from beginning to end in under 60 seconds. Actually, really under 30 seconds. Yes, it will write the whole ebook for you. You guys, it has never been easier than today to build your online business. I cannot make this up, all right? So I gave you Canva and I gave you chat. We're gonna put it together and write the ebook. So if you're ready for prompt number one, put one in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Good morning. If you're ready for prompt number one, put one in the chat. Let's go. And if you aren't taking notes, you are doing yourself a disservice because I'm about to give you the prompt. Remember, we said the key word of this live is execution. Well, how can we execute and we don't remember what we're supposed to be doing? Because I promise you by 5 o'clock this evening, you're going to forget about 97% of what I said. Let's go. Very good, very good. All right, you're gonna open up chat. In the search, you're gonna type this in. Here we go. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all better be taking notes. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you've got that, put got that in the chat. No student shall be left behind. If you need for it to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Remember, ladies, closed mouths don't get fed, okay? So if you need for it to be repeated, please ask. Also, remember this. You can do it. You can do this. I don't care what the goal is. I don't care how far-fetched it sounds to some. I don't care who told you it was stupid. You can do it. Stop holding yourself back. Stop starting and stopping and self-doubting and telling yourself you're stupid. You're not stupid, all right? You can do it. Y'all got that? Going once? Okay. When we move forward, don't be asking, what was prompt number one? No, you should have asked now. Okay, give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solve a problem. You're gonna hit enter. For those of y'all just tuning in, we said a digital product can be anything. So it could be an ebook, e-course, workbooks, journals, affirmations, anything under the sun. It just means digital, okay? Please don't overthink. Now, write this on your paper, ladies. This is important before we even move forward. This says consistent. This says consistent. I want you to write this word down and underline it 10,000 times. And then I want you to circle it. Consistent, consistent, consistent. A lot of you guys are confused as to what the word consistent means. So let me go ahead and unconfuse you. Some of you believe that consistent means once in a while, when you feel like it, every now and again. No. Consistent means more often than not. So if there's 7 days in the week, you should be working on your goals at least 4 days out of that week, okay? If you truly want to change your life and become your dream woman, you're gonna have to become consistent. We cannot keep going off of the mood and not the plan. Haven't you noticed it doesn't get us anywhere? Okay. So when it comes to your business and your content, You're gonna have to be consistent with this too. Otherwise, it's not gonna go anywhere, okay? Now, let's make it easy, okay? Life just moves better when it's easy. It is so much easier for you to be consistent when you choose something off the list that chat gave you that you truly have a passion for. I want you to walk in your purpose, ladies. It's so much easier to make income when you do what you love, okay? So please do yourself a favor and pick something off the list that chat gave you that you really enjoy. If it gave you 10 things and you don't like any of the things it gave you, then just ask for 10 more. And keep asking until you get an idea that you want to use. You guys, this is how we live in our femininity. As women, we're creative beings. We're not supposed to be hustle, hustle, be tired, not get no sleep, hustle, hustle, grind, grind. That's masculine energy. That's not what we're doing, okay? We want to live a soft life. As women, we're able to be more creative when we're not stressed, okay? It's so much easier to be consistent and creative when you do stuff that you love. And in 2025, you can monetize anything, okay? It is so easy for me to show up consistently teaching women how to be their highest version, how to reach their goals, and how to start their business, because that's what I love to talk about. I love it. So it never feels like work, okay? Very good. Now, if you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. Let's go. Good morning. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, my name is Coach Jazz, and I teach women how to glow up their life. You can be anything you want to be. Stop listening to negative people telling you what you can't do. Don't do that. Stop doing that. All right? If people are making you feel insecure or making you second guess yourself, stop hanging around them. It's time for new friends. It's time for a new circle. Okay? Very good. Now, once you choose the digital product idea you want to use, you will then type in chat, write this down. This is prompt number 2. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. If you've got that, got that in the chat. Let's go. No student shall be left behind. If you need for me to repeat that prompt, this is your opportunity to ask. Remember, closed mouths do not get fed. Thank you for the like, Chrissy. Let's go. Got that in the chat. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Very good. You guys, this is easy. Don't sit here and say this is hard. We haven't even done anything hard yet. Some of you guys are just so ready to say what you can't do. You haven't even tried. This is easy. This is easier than that job you go to, is it not? Okay, you're gonna hit enter. This is what I mean by it's easy to get started. It's easy to do it because chat literally wrote the ebook for you. It wrote it, okay? It's written. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. So you will copy what chat gave you and you will paste it into Canva. Good morning. So you're gonna open up the Canva app. In the search bar, type in ebooks, hit enter. It's going to generate hundreds upon thousands of templates. Just pick your favorite one. They're all customizable. Okay? You will copy what chat gave you and paste it into Canva. Now, I need you to write this down on your notes. Okay? Because some of y'all are master overthinkers. You overthink from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, and it's not getting you anywhere. KISS. K-I-S-S. Write this down. This is an acronym. It stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly, okay? Stop overthinking. Just make sure it's clean, simple, legible. That's it. Clean, simple, legible. That's all you gotta do, okay? When you are done copying and pasting and you love the way it looks, you will download it as a PDF file. P as in Peter, D as in dog, F as in Franklin, okay? You will then upload the file to your hosting site. Y'all taking notes? Y'all better be writing this down. I'm giving y'all nothing but tea. The hosting sites: Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, and Shopify. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all, 1 second. Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Good morning. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Now there's plenty more. These are some of the most popular ones. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, okay? Stan Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. Absolutely, okay? So y'all got everything so far before we move forward. If you need something to be repeated, this is your opportunity to ask. Right now, we are making the ebook. That's what we're doing. And then we're going to talk about sales, okay? We got to get this done first. Y'all got that? Very good. Now, let me give you some words of wisdom. Listen very closely. This is serious, okay? The beauty of having a coach and having a mentor is they can teach you everything to do and not to do from their own personal experiences, okay? Now, I have been an online entrepreneur full-time for the past 5 years, and I'm not gonna lie, my online business changed my entire life. It really did. But I would be sitting here lying to you if I didn't say that I also made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. One of the biggest lessons I learned in entrepreneurship is financial literacy and lack thereof. You guys, I wasn't brought up in a household where I was taught how to be on a budget and spend money, okay? So as soon as I started making money, I was spending. Listen, don't judge me. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? And I never could get a grip on my finances. I was making so much money, but yet was always in the red. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a little embarrassing because I'm like, how am I making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month? But then at the end of the month, I ain't got no money. If you want to become your dream woman, if you want to run a business, you are also going to have to learn how to put yourself on a budget. And you are going to have to learn how to tell yourself no. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because these hosting sites have fees. And if you do not start taking account of your income and what you're spending, you will continue to find yourself in the red even when you're starting your business. All right? Now, I use Stan. I love Stan Store. He said, "Now we enjoying it. Yes, and we need a budget. A budget is needed." Absolutely. Now, I use Stan. I love Stan. Stan is great, but Stan is very expensive. Stan is $99 a month. That is very high if your business is not making $99 a month yet, okay? So if you're brand new to all of this, baby girl, you're not going to Stan Store. So just go ahead and X that out. That's not for you. You'll come back later. If you're brand new, you're just getting started, you're gonna come to Gumroad. This is where I want you, Gumroad, Gumroad, because they only charge you a percentage when you make a sale. So it's not a monthly fee. So when someone buys your product, they charge you 10%. So until you make money, you don't have to spend it. Now, I know you're gonna make income because you're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you're going to execute, okay? So when you do start generating income, then you can come up to Stan Store, because Stan Store has a lot of features that will help you expand your business. Let me give you a little secret. They have Afterpay and Klarna. Listen very closely. Customers love payment plans. Buy now, pay later, okay? And if your website has a payment plan option, you will make more. But for now, you're just gonna work with what you have. You're gonna start on Gumroad, build your business, and then come to Stan later, okay? Now, what we just did was we created the ebook. We took Canva, we took chat, we put it together, made the ebook. And now we gotta sell it. Now I'm gonna be honest, sales is 80% 50% of the business. That's more than half, okay? So we got to get it right. We got to get sales right. But before we get into sales, I need to make something very clear. That process of copying and pasting and making that ebook should not take you longer than 2 hours. It should not take you longer than 2 hours to copy something that chat gave you and paste it into Canva. I don't care how old you are. It does not take longer than 2 hours. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. Say, zero unemployed, I got attacked at work, my employer. Oh, but okay, well, you can start. You can start. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. One problem that you might be experiencing, I used to be guilty of this too, it is what it is. You want to be perfect. Let me guess. You're the woman who has to be perfect with everything or you're not going to get started. So you will waste 6 months of your life that you will never get back to overthink and overanalyze and just try to make everything so perfect. And then when you do decide to get started, you're going to overthink. So you're going to take things out, put things back, play around with stuff, second guess yourself, call yourself all types of names and give up because you're so frustrated. And then you're going to let 3 more months go by doing absolutely nothing because you just got to be perfect. And then when you do decide to get started yet again, you're going to first ask 20 people what they think you should do with your business. And the people that you're asking, they don't even run a business. But for some reason, their opinion means so much to you. And then when they do tell you what they think you should do, you listen. Next thing you know, a whole year has gone by and you've done absolutely nothing but waste time. He's saying, you must know me. Listen, I used to be the exact same way. I know, but I need you to hear me loud and clear. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the truth will set you free. You're not perfect. Ain't shit perfect about you. But it's okay, because listen, I'm not perfect either, okay? We are all flawed. We are all perfectly imperfect, okay? What you really are is fearful. You're still living in fear. And what I tell you, fear on this live stands for fuck everything and run. And that's what you're doing. You are running away from your dreams, your business, the content, the version of yourself who lives life on her terms, who does what she wants, when she wants, and how she wants. You're running away because you're so fearful of putting yourself out there and failing. You're so fearful of trying something new and looking stupid. So you run away. But listen, you already told me that you're tired of your own BS. You are tired of always starting and stopping. You are tired of giving up. You're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You're tired of living a life you're not 1000% happy with, okay? I'm trying to help you fix that. I'm trying to help you build a business so you can bring more income into your household so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. But in order to do that, we have to have something to sell. How can customers buy your stuff if you don't have anything to give them in return? It's not going to work, okay? You're going to have to launch and understand that you will get better along the way. It will never be perfect. You could spend your whole lifetime working on this ebook and it still won't be perfect. So stop wasting time that you do not get back. Launch the ebook as it is and just get better along the way. All of our favorite businesses that we shop with today have gotten better along the way. Look at Netflix. I don't know how old you are, but believe it or not, Netflix did not always have a fancy Netflix app. No, they did not. They were not always paying comedians like Kevin Hart for comedy specials. They did not always have their own original movies and TV shows, and they damn sure weren't in contract with Tyler Perry. Years ago, they used to only have a website. So you had to go on your computer and type in netflix.com. You used to have to make a list of the movies you wanted to see. And these movies were not their originals. These were movies that were once in theaters. When you wanted to see a movie, they would mail it to you as a DVD. Remember those discs? I know, taking it back, right? You used to have a DVD player, okay? You would put the DVD in and you could watch it as many times as you wanted. And then when you were ready for the next movie, you used to have to mail that DVD back. But they didn't wait to be perfect. They worked with what they had and they got better along the way. They didn't wait for all the funding for pay-per-view. They started with what they had and they just kept going. Okay? So if Netflix launched with what they had, so can you. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste is because you're distracted as fuck. Listen, I know I'm not the coach for everybody because I'm going to tell you about yourself, but the truth will set you free, okay? When you get off work, you could work on the business and your goals and becoming your dream woman, but you'd rather not. You'd rather sit on the phone and gossip with your friends about celebrities and who's pregnant by who. On the weekends, when you do have time off, you could work on the business and your goals and becoming your dream woman, but you choose not to. You would rather sit on the phone, sit on the couch and watch Netflix and Hulu for hours, getting nothing done. Late at night, when the kids are asleep, you could work on the business, your goals, and becoming your dream version, but you don't. You scroll on social media all night, laughing at funny videos. And the reason why we do all of these distractions is because we're trying to escape. That's what this is. This is all forms of escapism. And the reason why we try to escape is because there's things about our life that we are not 1000% happy with. And instead of you fixing it, you would rather run from it. But this is what I'm going to challenge you to do today. How about we start creating a life that we truly love and feel fulfilled in so we don't have to spend our life running from it? So today, you are going to turn the TV off. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your little girlfriends you will talk to them later. You're building a business, you're building financial freedom, and you're building yourself. You're going to sit down at home. You're not going to Starbucks because you get distracted there. You're going to sit down at home. You're going to start the ebook and you're going to finish it. Not start, stop, come back next week. Don't lie. You know you're not coming back. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. You have 2 hours. That's it. If we are crystal clear, thank you, T, on all of these instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat because respectfully, there is no point in talking about sales if you don't have nothing to sell. Let's go. Go ahead and put clear in the chat. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz and I teach women how to glow up their life. You can become any version of yourself that you want to be, but we got to fix what's going on in this pretty little head of ours because that's what's holding us back. Some of y'all could have been reached your goals by now, but you won't let go of the excuses. You're terrified of getting out of your comfort zone. And that's why things aren't working out. We got to fix that. Are we clear? Very good. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about sales. So what we just did was we made the product. Now we got to sell it. And I told you a few minutes ago, sales is 80% of the business. That is more than half. So we've got to get this right or there is no business. And I'm also going to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Most people fail at sales. They fail. But not for the reasons that you think. Some of y'all are already ready to run away. It must be hard. No, it's not because it's hard. Actually, sales is really easy. The reason why most people fail at sales is because of their mindset and the things they got going on in their head when it comes to sales. There are people, you might be one of them, who are so afraid to sell because you don't want to be annoying. Well, what if people unfollow me because I talk about my product too much. I'm not a salesperson. I don't want people to think I'm begging them for money. Okay. Before we get sales tips, let's fix our mindset when it comes to sales. First of all, selling is not begging, okay? Selling is solving. People have a problem, you have a solution. That's it. You are not begging anyone for anything, so get that out your head. Number two, you don't have a choice but to remind people about your products all the time because they're going to forget. People are flooded with content and information all day long. You have to constantly remind them that you exist or they're going to forget. I already know you're forgetful. That's why I'm telling you to take notes, because I already know when I end this live, you're going to forget about 97% of what I said, which is why I keep telling you to take notes. I keep telling you the key word of this live is execution. You have heard that word about 50 times so far. Why? Because I need it to stick in your head that you got to execute or you're not going to get nothing done. You have to talk about your product all the time if you want people to remember. You don't have a choice. And all of your favorite businesses do it. Look at Amazon. We are all Prime members, okay? We all pay monthly to be Prime members. And even though we all know what Amazon is, they still remind us every single day that they exist. How? You can't even go 2 miles down the street without seeing that damn Amazon truck. The blue truck with the Amazon logo, they did it on purpose. So that every time you see that truck, you can think, oh, Amazon, that reminds me, I gotta order this, that, and the third. You can't even go down a neighborhood without seeing Amazon boxes on the doorstep. They did that on purpose. So that every time you see those damn boxes, you think Amazon. They're not worried about being annoying. They're not worried about you unsubscribing from Prime. They know you're not going nowhere. And because they have that attitude with their products, they sell, and they sell a lot. For those of you guys who have seen my face before, I am not new to the internet. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads, I'm everywhere. How is it that I'm able to talk about Glow Up Academy every single day without worrying about people thinking I'm being annoying? Without worrying about people thinking or that they're going to unfollow me because I'm talking about Glow Up Academy too much. How am I able to do that? Because I know I have a solution to people's problems. Women want to be confident. They want to be their dream woman. They want to show up for themselves and stop giving up. They want to stop being insecure. I teach them all of that inside Glow Up Academy. They want to learn how to build their businesses, become content creators, and live life on their terms and not worry about what people think. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. If people unfollow me because I'm talking about Glow Up Academy too much, who cares? They'll be back. They're not ready for transformation, and that's okay. And because I have that energy with my products and services, I sell, and I sell a lot. And if you truly want to build financial freedom and build a business that pays you to just be yourself and walk in purpose and show up every day doing what you love, you are gonna have to have that energy too. You don't have a choice, okay? If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, happy Thursday. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, put a 1 in the chat. I never tried sales, but I think I'd be good at it. Absolutely, I think you would too. Listen, I don't have to know you. I don't have to have ever had a conversation with you to know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. I know that sounds cliche, and I know some of y'all don't want to believe it, but it's true. There is nothing in this world that you cannot accomplish. Not one thing. But again, the problem with you is the things you got going on in this pretty little head of yours. And that's what's keeping you stuck. You could have been created the life that you want, but you're still full of excuses. You could have been transformed your life, but you still keep waiting for tomorrow. A lot of you guys self-sabotage, and that's the problem. We got to stop. Okay? Very good. Very good. You can do it. Now, before we get into sales real quick, let me define what failure is, because a lot of you guys are so afraid to start because you're so afraid to fail. But a lot of you don't even really understand what failure means. So let me go ahead and define that for you. Failure means that you quit. Failure only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I'm done. I give up. Well, then that is when you have officially failed. But if every single day you commit to just getting a little bit better, I'm not even asking for a lot from you, just a little bit. Every day, just do a little something different that you didn't do yesterday. That's not failure. Because you're still committed, you're still showing up, you're still trying. So for those of you guys who are so afraid to fail, then just don't quit. If you don't quit, you didn't fail. Okay? Okay. Sales tip number 1. Y'all better be taking notes now. Content is king. And distribution is queen. Content is king. Distribution is queen. Okay, so we're going to break this down so it makes sense. Okay, I got you. Content is king. Let's talk about it. My goal for you is to have you posting content consistently, because it is the content that we're going to post that's going to talk about our products, okay? So I need you to get to a point where you're posting content consistently. Now listen, I understand we're not all there yet. It's okay. I was not posting consistently when I first started either. The way I want you to approach life is this. You're just focusing on getting a little bit better every day. That's it, okay? There's no finish line to your greatness, all right? So maybe you didn't post today. Okay, well tomorrow, what can we do a little different and a little better? How about we brainstorm what kind of content we're going to create? And how about we record a 10-second video talking about it that's doing better than you did today? And over time, if you keep doing that, you get to a point where now you are consistent easily, all right? Now the distribution is queen part. Not only do I want you to post content consistently, I also want you to build a bare minimum of 3 platforms. We got to build 3, ladies. Why? Because 1 is too close to none. That's why. Like that 1 income you have at that 1 job. If they laid you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out, trying to figure out your life. If you put all of your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it like they were trying to do this time last year, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out like all the other TikTokers who only had a TikTok basket. Okay? And no, it is not hard to build 3. Get out your head. The same exact video you put on TikTok, you'll throw it on YouTube Shorts and Instagram. The same video, okay? It takes an extra 5 minutes. I do it all day. I promise you, it is not hard. Stop calling stuff hard, okay? Now, which platform should you grow? Well, that's 1000% up to you. I always suggest starting with the platform that you're always on. So if you always find yourself on TikTok, then start a TikTok, because obviously you like TikTok because you're always on it, okay? And then just build 2 more. But I also encourage everybody to start their YouTube channel. YouTube is the most watched platform, okay? It's not TikTok, it's not Instagram, it's YouTube. There are more people watching YouTube than cable TV. So if you do not already have a YouTube, I highly suggest you start one, okay? That happened to me exactly. They closed my position. Yes, This is why we can't only focus on one thing. I always teach my students, we have to stay proactive so that we never have to be reactive, okay? So we're gonna set up multiple things so if one thing gets shut down, we're still thriving, all right? Now, before we even get into sales tip number 2, I can sense the energy because some of y'all got quiet. Some of you guys are still living in fear and you're allowing fear to convince you that you can't do this. We ain't even get started and you're already talking about something what you can't do. You haven't even tried. Some of you guys are really doubting your abilities to post, to make your ebook, to sell. So let me go ahead and fix this for you. First of all, what I want you to know is I already know I can't convince you of shit, okay? And I'm not gonna try. I do not have the power to convince you of anything. So if you want to believe that starting your own business is hard, that becoming your dream woman is hard, that building confidence and following through is hard, I'm gonna let you think that. I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. If you wanna call it hard, fine, you're right, it's hard. Happy? Good. But I do wanna remind you, living paycheck to paycheck is also hard. Watching other people live a life that you want is hard. Knowing that you're meant for more and not living the life that you dream of is hard. Not having confidence in yourself is hard. And you do that every day. It amazes me how as women, we have a horrible habit of never giving ourselves credit where credit is due. I don't know why we do it, but we do it all the time. You don't even realize you're doing it. There were things that took place in your life that were hard. But you got through it. You got through it. And now you reflect and you're like, I don't even know why I thought that was going to be so hard. God got me through. He always does. And then here we are today, doubting our abilities to copy and paste something that AI gave us into Canva. But look at what you do that's hard every day. Some of you guys are single parents. You have no help. The father of your child is not helping you. Grandparents aren't helping you. You're doing it all on your own every day. And here you are today, doubting your ability to record a 30-second TikTok video and hit post. Really? Really? Ladies, you do way harder shit now. And you're literally going to let fear convince you that you can't even do this. But look at what you do effortlessly now. Some of you guys are damn near superwoman. And you never give yourself credit. And if you're not careful, that's what fear will do. And you let it every day. I haven't even said anything that's hard, if you want me to be honest. I have not told you to do anything that you are not capable of doing. There are people on this app, I don't even have to convince you of this. You can see it for yourself, whether you're on the TikTok or the YouTube, who are in worse off situations than you. And they still keep pushing. There are women on these apps with more kids than you, with no help. And they still show up every day, working on their business, trying to reach their goals. There are people on this app with real disabilities. And I'm not talking about some damn ADHD, please. There are people on this app in wheelchairs. They can't walk. They are damn near living in the hospital. And they still show up every single day, working on their goals with everything they got going on, still trying. There are people on this app who lost it all. They lost their job. They lost their house. They lost their car. Some of them are in homeless shelters. And despite the whole world being on their back, they still show up and they try their best to reach their goals. Let's be honest. Some of y'all don't have half them problems. Some of y'all, sure, maybe. Some of y'all, no. You're sitting pretty. You're blessed. And you still don't think you can do this. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And that's what fear does. Fear convinces you that you're not worthy of anything. And you listen. Your excuses try to convince you that you'll start tomorrow, but you never do. And that's the problem. The woman that you want to become, she starts now. The dream woman that you have in your head, she keeps pushing. She may not have it all figured out, but she knows she's worthy. And that's the problem with you. You don't think you're worthy, which is why we got to fix what's going on in here. I'm not going to lie. My online business changed my whole life, you guys. I've been doing this for 5 years. I started during COVID, okay? And I have the best life. I really do. I am truly blessed. I have peace. I have freedom. I do what I want when I want. I live in purpose. I get up every single day doing what I love. And that's what I want for you. That's why I keep telling you to choose something that you love so you can walk in purpose too. But before all of this, you guys, I lived a very different life. See, I used to work a 9 to 5 and I was miserable. I was depressed. I hated my life. I got that 9 to 5 when I was 23 years old. And I was so excited because that was my first full-time job, okay? Where they were gonna give me PTO, health insurance, 401k. See, I always had jobs, but this was my first full-time job. I was used to bullshit jobs like McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's, Wendy's, you know, that type of shit. But when I got this job, I thought I was about to be rich as hell. I was so excited. And they were gonna pay me $60K a year. That was a lot back then. I didn't have any kids. That was plenty, so I thought. See, I bought into the American dream bullshit that they sell all of us. I bought in back in high school. They told me to go to college and get a 4-year degree, accrue a whole bunch of student loan debt that I won't be able to pay back, right? Work for 30, 40 years, be broke as hell, miserable, and then retire. But there won't be any Social Security left for you because it'll all be used up. But you'll be too old to work, so you're gonna retire and be very broke, and then you can die. And I said, okay, sounds like a plan. My friends were doing it. My mom told me to do it. So I went off and did it. I went and got me a 4-year bachelor's degree, $40,000. Accrued a whole bunch of student loan debt. Graduated, got my first full-time job. I was so excited, okay? So I decided I'm gonna move out of my mom's house. I was sick of her rules. I wanted my own place. So I went out and got me my own apartment. But I didn't stop there. I told y'all I had really bad spending habits. Okay, so don't judge me. I did what most Americans do. I went out and bought me a car. Okay? I already had a car that was paid off, all right? It worked, but it was old. No leather seats, no push to start, no tablet, none of that. So I went out and got me a brand new Dodge Charger. Couldn't tell me shit. $450 a month, okay? And with expensive cars comes expensive car insurance and expensive gas. So now I'm paying all these bills and I'm broke as hell. Every syllable of the word broke. I had another problem. I had to start paying back them damn student loans. See, I thought the government was playing. I didn't think they really wanted their money back. Oh no, Sally Mae is not playing with you and they want their money. They'll give you 6 months after you graduate college to get on your feet, okay? They're not gonna call, not gonna send no letters, just go get a job. We'll talk business later. But best believe, once that 6-month mark hits, they're sending letters and they want you to submit your tax returns because they gonna tell you how much you can afford. And since they saw I made $60K a year, I had no dependents, no kids, they said I should be able to pay $400 a month. I'm like, what? 400? I can't afford that. They don't care. That's the payment, and it's not up for negotiation. I had 11 student loan accounts that they lumped under one monthly payment of $400 a month. Every month that I did not pay them damn student loans, which was every month because I really couldn't afford it, I got 11 missed payments on my credits. In the course of 1 year, I can't make this up, 121 missed payments on my credit. My credit was shot. 520. So I'm broke as hell. Broke, busted, and disgusted. I have really bad credit. I have one other problem. I hated my job. College did not prepare me for corporate America. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up very sheltered, okay? So I didn't know too much about people. I was very naive, very gullible, very green. I just thought everybody was just so happy because I was happy at that time. No, not in corporate America. Mm-mm. And just so you know, I worked with all women, and I was the youngest one there. I learned in corporate that people are fake as fuck. They'll smile in your face and they'll act like they really like you. They'll start conversations with you in the break room. They'll do secret Santas for Christmas. They'll do Thanksgiving potlucks in the break room. They'll really try to act like we're all one big family, right? They'll do birthday buddies. So when it's your birthday, everybody comes together and pitches in for a gift. They'll do all the fake shit, but they can't stand you. They'll even invite you out to happy hour after work. They'll even invite you to their wedding, but they don't like you. They'll make you feel comfortable enough to talk about management and who you don't like and what happened. And those are the same people that will turn around and send emails to management trying to get you fired. They will backstab the hell out you to get a promotion. I was miserable. It felt like people were out to get me. I must have put in hundreds, if not thousands of applications trying to get the hell out. Nobody was calling me back. So I'm broke, really bad credit, and I'm miserable at my job. For the first time in my entire life at 23, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced what it feels like to be trapped, you are blessed. God has his hands on your life. But let me give you some context. See, trapped feels like no matter what you do, your life is not going to get no better. You can pray all you want, pray all day, pray all week, but it feels like God's not listening to you. It's like he doesn't hear you. It feels like he's ignoring the hell out you. You could try to be positive, right? Have a positive mindset, all you want. It's nothing but negative ass shit from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed every day. It feels like your life is a nightmare that you can't seem to wake up from. And you can try to work overtime. You could try to get a part-time job so you can build up your savings so you can have a rainy day fund. But it's like whenever you do get some extra money, it's something that always comes and slaps you in the face. Now your car won't start. It's always something. And no matter what you do, your life don't get no better. That's how trapped feels. And that's how I felt for years. I became extremely depressed. I developed anxiety. I never had anxiety before. You ever had anxiety? It feels like you got butterflies in your stomach and you can't seem to get it to go away. I couldn't sleep anymore. That's how stressed I was. I started drinking. First, it was just a few drinks a week to calm my nerves, but it turned into every day. I became an alcoholic. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because if any of my story resonates with you, you're already doing something hard. Living a life that you're not 1,000% happy with is so hard. It is hard. And a lot of you guys do that every single day. The reason why I was so depressed was because I didn't have anything in my life to look forward to. I had no hobbies. My life was on repeat. Get up, go to work, be miserable, come home, drink, cry, go to bed, repeat. Who wouldn't be depressed? There was nothing that I looked forward to. But now I have purpose. I love what I do. I get to get up every single day living life on my terms, doing what I love, helping people the way I want. That's pure happiness. That's freedom. And you can have that too. And the beauty of having an online business in 2025, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It doesn't. Because there is somebody in this world who needs to hear what you have to say. You could be doing the darndest things and still make income, doing what you love. But the reason why you're not doing it yet is because you won't let go of fear. You continuously let worst case scenarios dictate your whole life. You always think worst case. Worst case, you try and you fail. What if best case, you try and you succeed? Why do we never go to that? Why is it always worst case? The most horriblest thing. Why? You can do this. You see thousands of people doing it every day. But for some reason, you think you're that 0.00001% person that's not going to be able to do it. Why? I don't know. Because you have no confidence. That's why. You don't believe in yourself. That's why. You don't think you're worthy. That's why. That's why. And I want to say one more thing before we move forward, because I need to make sure we're clear on this. If you work 8 hours or more, like how I did, I hope you realize you spend more time at work with people that you don't even like than you do with your own family who loves you and is waiting for you at home. I literally work 9 to 5, okay? So what should have only been a 20-minute drive to work was an hour because I'm stuck in rush hour traffic. So an hour to work, an hour back, 8 hours at work. That's 10 hours out of my day gone. By the time I do get home, I am drained, exhausted, and tired. I couldn't even be the wife to my husband. I wasn't even the same woman because I was so miserable. You only get a few hours to spend with your kids and your spouse before you got to put everyone to bed and do it again the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend. But respectfully, what the hell are you looking forward to? Because Friday you still had to work. So they still got 8 hours out you. Saturday is the only day you have to do what you want. Sunday, not so much. Because you have to cook, clean, do laundry, go to the grocery store, and mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit waiting on your desk for Monday. You guys, that's not living. That's surviving. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. There is something very special about you that you should be monetizing. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but the God I serve, he loves me. You can't convince me otherwise. Why would someone who loves me put me on this earth to be miserable, to be crying, to be drinking my sorrows away? Why would he want that for me? Why would he want me to believe that there's nothing special about me? He didn't. I wasn't created for that. He had purpose for my life, and I found it. He has purpose for your life, and it's not going to work making somebody else rich while you're scraping for pennies trying to make ends meet. Your life is worth more than bills. But again, you refuse to stop with the excuses. You want to stick to what's familiar. You want to stay in your comfort zone. I am here to tell you, you can do anything you put your mind to. Whatever you want, you can have. If you even had the idea to do it, that means you're capable. Because if you weren't capable, you wouldn't even have had the thought. This is why we have to step into the woman that we want to become, because she can have it. She's already within you. But you're gonna have to stop living in fear. You're gonna have to stop procrastinating. That's the only way you're gonna be able to become her. Now, let's talk about this content. Sales tip number 2, write this down. The nervous system has so much to do with it. Yes, absolutely, but we have to keep pushing. Even if you're nervous, even if you get anxiety, it doesn't matter. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. Sales tip number 2. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. So if they don't like you, they're not gonna buy. If they don't know you, they're not going to buy. And if they don't trust you, they're not gonna buy. So how do we get people to like us? Well, in your content, you need to be relatable, you need to be authentic, and you need to target people's pain points. This is why I keep telling you guys to stop trying to be perfect. People cannot connect with people who are perfect because nobody is perfect. I want you to be authentic. I want you to share your story. That's what I've been doing this whole life, which is why you're still here. I'm not trying to paint this facade that I'm just this perfect woman that didn't have any struggles and everything was just all rainbows and butterflies. No, you couldn't even relate to that even if I did say that, because that's not real. So stop sitting around thinking people aren't gonna like you. That's impossible. Just be yourself. And there's 8 billion people in this world. Somebody is bound to like you. Okay? And I used to be fearful of that too. Before I started creating content, well, what if no one likes me? I forgot there's a whole world outside of the US. You guys, when you post your content, it goes everywhere. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this so you can see how silly you sound when you say things like people won't like you. What if I allowed fear to take over this morning and I was overthinking and I didn't even go live because I just wanted to be perfect? Well, then you wouldn't be on this live listening to this story because I would have still been in my head. You don't even realize how much you're depriving people of the solutions to their problems because you won't get out of your head. There are people all over this world who need to hear from you. So please, just post the videos, stop overthinking, and just be yourself. How do you stay authentic with everyone? It's easier with some. Just be yourself. And understand this too, that's a great question. You're not meant for everybody. Everybody does not have to like you. And everybody's not gonna like you. Do you like everybody that you meet? No. And that's okay. Because you will build your community. And the people who watch your content, those are the people who will buy your products. So just be yourself and you will attract the right audience. Okay? Now we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, how do we get people to know us? You guys, I need you to go live. You got to go live. Going live is the best way to build your community. Now, is it the only way? No, but it is the best way. Why? Because it allows people to get a sense of your energy and your vibes. It allows people to connect and interact and engage, and it allows you to promote your products. Now, some of y'all are hard-headed as hell. You're gonna say, that's great, Jazz, but I don't wanna go live. And I'm gonna say, fine, don't. I told you, I'm not gonna convince you of anything. If you don't wanna go live, don't. But let me remind you of this. You also said you didn't wanna go to work. You said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You said you were tired of not living in your purpose and doing what you love. You guys, when you choose a business, a niche, and something that you truly love, it is not hard to go live. It doesn't feel like a job. Now, some of you guys are like, well, I would go live, Jazz. I'm not against it. I'm just live shy. Well, fine. That's okay. The only reason why you're live shy is just because you don't have enough experience going live. It's not because you suck at life and this isn't meant for you. No, it's just because you don't have enough experience doing it. That's it, okay? If you're still watching this live, we're 75 minutes in, that's because you trust what I'm saying to be true. Otherwise, you would have left. So I need you to trust this. If you go live consistently, I promise you, you will get to a point where you are no longer live shy. I promise. Everything that you do over and over and over again, you get better at. You didn't always know how to walk. Now you walk just fine. You didn't always know how to read. Now you read just fine. You didn't know how to drive. Now you drive just fine. How? Because you had to keep doing it over and over and over again. Well, just imagine if you went live over and over and over again. You would get really good at that too. Now, we said people only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. Well, how do we get people to trust us? You guys, there's a reason why I'm telling you to post consistently. And no, it's not for your health. The reason why I'm telling you to post consistently is because the more people see you, the more they begin to trust you. Consistency builds trust, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, if you're living under a rock, but most people work extremely hard for their money. I work hard, you work hard, we all work hard. And if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, you are going to have to be trustworthy, which means you have to be consistent, okay? Now, I want to do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who are struggling to make sales, this is for you, okay? So if you don't have a product yet, sit this out, take your notes. For those of you guys who do, I'm talking to you, okay? First, what I need us to do is remove the ego and the pride. That's number one. Now, some of y'all can't do that because you think you know everything. And there's nothing that you can be taught that you don't already know. I'm not going to convince you otherwise. Keep having the ego and the pride. Just know you won't go anywhere. For those of you guys who can remove the ego and pride, and you know there's always something to learn, I'm talking to you. I need you to go to your profile, and we have to be honest. Write this down. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget it. Is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? Thank you. I also want you to ask yourself this. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer to any of those questions is no, you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion. But the reason why I say yet is because you have the power to fix it. You guys, that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of business. That's the beauty with everything that we talked about this morning so far. Anything in your life that is not giving you the results that you want, you can fix it. Meaning it doesn't have to stay the way it is. So if it's not clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people, then just fix it and make it clear. If you are struggling with going live, maybe you're live shy, just fix it. I already told you how. Do it consistently. Anything that you're not happy with, you can fix. You choose not to. See, I already know I am not the coach for a lot of people because I'm going to tell you about yourself. You choose not to fix it. And that's why things are the way they are. You choose to live in a trapped mindset, and you choose to believe that how things are today is how it will always be, failing to realize that you can fix it. And I used to have that exact same mindset. I really used to believe I was trapped at that job that I hated, failing to realize I could have fixed it a long time ago. I chose not to. I chose to vent and complain and be miserable and depressed and not get myself out of that situation quicker. That was a choice that I made every single day. You do the same thing. A lot of you guys have things in your life that you're not happy with, but instead of you locking in and fixing it and getting happy, you choose to complain, you choose to vent, you choose to distract yourself. That's what you choose to do. You do it every day. Some of you believe that you just need more information and then it'll all make sense and your life will magically just fix itself. That's not true. Let's be real. A lot of you guys have way more information than you even know what to do with because you are on social media all day long. I know I'm talking to somebody. You scroll from one TikTok live to the next, to the next, to the next. You've watched 10 lives and you haven't done anything with the information that any coach has given you. You watch YouTube videos all day about digital products, content, becoming your highest version, yet you haven't done anything with that information that you've been given. Your problem is not lack of information. Your problem is execution and failing at it. That's what your problem is. Which is why I made the key word of this live, execution, because you're not doing that. And I need it to stick. If you truly want to change your life and become the version of yourself who has a business, who's confident, who's living life on her terms, who starts and finishes stuff, you are gonna have to execute. You can't keep making excuses. You can't keep feeling sorry for yourself because that gets you nowhere. Some of you guys want to live in the past and you want to keep replaying things that happened in your life. It happened. Let it go. Move forward. Pick your head up, dry your eyes, and keep pushing. Because you doing what you're doing now is getting you nowhere. Can't you tell? And isn't it amazing how fast time is flying by? It's almost 2026. And a lot of you guys had business goals and weight loss goals and content goals and financial goals and savings goals. You had all these goals at the beginning of 2025. And a lot of you haven't done it. And you're going to walk into a whole nother year with the same goals that you've had for the past 6 years, thinking that this is gonna be your year, failing to realize that it's not gonna change until you change. There are things about you that need to change because who you are today does not align with the version of yourself that you want to become. If you want to become a business owner, how can you become one when you're still full of excuses? You can't. That's going to have to change. If you want to be a content creator, how can you become one when you keep telling yourself you're not worthy of success? You can't. That has to change. And until you change, nothing for you will change. There are things about you that don't align with the woman that you want to become. And you're going to have to change. One of the toughest pills I had to swallow in my own journey was this. Your life and the direction it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. So for those of you guys struggling financially, your finances is a direct reflection of the choices you make. And that really ate me up inside because I had financial problems too. I never used to understand how somebody could make so much money and be so broke until I lived it. I was making $20,000, $30,000 a month and broke. How? How is that even possible? Because I didn't have any discipline. I had no discipline. Whatever Jasmine wanted, she bought. And honestly, I couldn't even tell you half of what I bought. Hair, nails, makeup, vacations, bags, DoorDash, just a whole bunch of bullshit. And every single month my account was overdrawn. How are you overdrawn or you're making all this money? Because I didn't have discipline. I had to fix it, or I would continue to live paycheck to paycheck. It didn't matter how much money I made. If I didn't learn financial literacy, I would continue to be in the same exact spot every single month, negative. I had to change. And once I changed, everything changed. For those of you guys who are struggling financially, your finances are still a direct reflection of the choices you make. Now, some of you are gonna say, no, Jazz, my problem is different. I don't have enough money. How can I get ahead when eggs are $15 a carton? It's still your fault. And I'm gonna tell you why. Times have been hard. This didn't happen last week. Food prices have been on the rise for years. Rent prices have been on the rise for years. But every day, you choose to do nothing about it. You could have launched your ebook 6 months ago. You would be generating sales today. You could have started your YouTube channel 4 months ago. It could be monetized today. You could have started that TikTok last month. You would be building your community today. But every day, you choose not to. You choose to complain. You choose to vent. You choose to cry. You choose to distract yourself. You choose to make excuses. You choose to tell yourself what you can't do, what you're not worthy of. You choose to throw pity parties. And my question for you is, how much longer do you want to keep doing that? Because haven't you noticed it doesn't get you anywhere? You're going to have to change. And listen, I'm not perfect. Ain't shit about me perfect at all. This whole life, I have told you things that most people would be embarrassed to admit. The version of me that y'all see today is a direct reflection of all of the changes I've made. I've made a lot. I used to be full of excuses too. I had excuse for the excuse. A whole bunch of excuses. I was just full of shit. I used to procrastinate. Yeah, my motto was, why do today what I can put off till tomorrow? You know, I used to be 100 pounds overweight. I used to be 340 pounds. I had to change. I used to be a very big girl. I also used to live in fear. I used to be terrible to myself. I used to be so mean. I would tell myself I was ugly. I would tell myself I was stupid. I would tell myself I'm not good at anything. How could I be an entrepreneur talking to myself like that? I couldn't. That had to change. I used to have distractions too. Yeah, I used to escape. I used to escape too. The biggest distraction I had was alcohol abuse. And I told you I started that toxic ass habit when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit, it would have all went away. See, I quit during COVID, but it actually got worse. At least when I was at work, I couldn't be drunk. I had to work. But now I quit. It's COVID. Everything is shut down. I have nothing but time to drink. So I took full advantage. See, I quit on a whim. I didn't have any money saved up. I had just bought a house. Not even a year into it, I quit. I believe God planted the seed and told me the time to quit is now. So I quit. I didn't have anything saved up, but I had a little bit of stimulus. So my goal was to allow my stimulus to float me for a few months and then build my business, build my content, monetize my platforms, and then all of that can take over when the stimulus was gone. That was the goal. That was the goal. And I was doing all the things that you do, scrolling on social media, trying to get motivational videos, trying to get tutorials on how to monetize and build ebooks. And it wasn't working. I told you the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget it. And I used to lie to myself too. I used to tell myself I was being productive when in fact I was being drunk. And so then I would get irritated with the algorithm. Oh, it's the algorithm. It doesn't like me. People don't like me. In reality, I wasn't consistent. And then I'm getting pissed off at God because he told me to quit. And I quit and things aren't working out how I planned. And if I don't hurry up and figure something out, they're going to cut my lights off next month because I already made a payment arrangement and broke that. And if I still don't figure it out, they're going to start trying to foreclose on my house that I haven't even been in for a whole year. See, I was lying to myself. I didn't want to admit that I had a drinking problem. Who wants to say that out loud? Who wants to really call themselves alcoholic? So I didn't. And I convinced myself that as long as I don't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not an alcoholic. Because alcoholics, they drink first thing in the morning. So as long as I wait till about 11 a.m/noon, I don't have a problem. Even though I'm drinking every day, all day, as long as I don't start my day with liquor, I'm straight. Ciao. But it gets to a point where you can't keep running from yourself. Eventually, God is going to sit you the fuck down and he's going to make you listen. See, I believe God is within you, okay? He's not at the church. He's not in your best friend. He's not in your spouse. God is within you. So those ideas that you have, that's God trying to talk to you. Those seeds that get planted, that's God talking to you. That intuition, that gut feeling that you get, that's God talking to you. But the problem is, a lot of times, we don't really want to hear God. You say you do, but you really don't because you distract yourself so you don't really have to listen. But at some point, he gonna make you listen. He sat me down one day and said, Jazz, what are we doing? You've been begging me for business for years, which is true. I had been wanting to be an entrepreneur for years before I quit my job. He said, you have all the opportunities right in front of you. You had stimulus that you ran through. What are we gonna do? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing, which is a whole bunch of nothing? Or are you gonna change? I decided to change. I decided to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in almost 5 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I decided to change, my whole life began to change. See, I started posting consistently, not just for pretend, but for real. My platform started growing. I started making sales. I started to feel good about myself. I never used to feel good about myself. I started to have confidence in myself and start to believe in myself, all because I was sticking to my goals for once. For once. I started to say positive things to myself like, I can do it. I'm proud of me. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I never used to talk to myself like that before. Never. All because I decided to change. See, what a lot of people fail to realize and what I didn't realize was in order to get something, you're going to have to give up something. I'm going to say that again. in order to get something, you are going to have to give up something. Can't have both. In order for me to get the business that I had been begging God to give me, I had to give up excuses. I had to give up procrastination. I had to give up fear. I had to give up negative self-talk. I had to give up distractions. I had to give up alcohol. But when I gave those things up, God opened the floodgates of heaven for me. He gave me everything I asked for and more, all because I decided to change. See, I had just asked God to give me $60K a year to replace the job I had. And honestly, I said, shit, if you just give me $45K, I can make something shake with that. He gave me 6 figures. I asked God to help me get to 10K Instagram followers. I thought that'd be pretty cool. He gave me 100,000 Instagram followers. I asked God for 5K YouTube subs. He gave me 30,000 YouTube subs. I asked God for a little bit of confidence so I could stop crying all the time and feeling sorry for myself. He gave me a lot of confidence. See, I was asking him to make me an entrepreneur. That's what I wanted. But the woman I was at that time wasn't aligned for entrepreneurship. And he wasn't going to allow me to become her until I changed some things. The version of you that you want, the one that you have in your head, who's doing her thing, confident in herself, living in her purpose, doing what she loves and living life on her terms, not worried about what other people think, she's already within you. But God won't allow you to truly become her until you change. And he will continue to hold on to the blessing that he already has created for you until you become her. And the reason why he's making us wait is because we're disobedient as hell. So if you want to wait 10 years for your blessing, go ahead and keep waiting, because I promise you, he will not budge until you change. You are going to have to change. You don't have a choice. So you need to ask yourself today, do you want to change or do you want to keep doing what you're doing? The choice is always yours, but don't you ever be confused. Do not be confused. You can fix anything in your life that's not going the way you want. You can fix it. I know sometimes in life will beat us down and convince us that we're not shit. I know sometimes you're around toxic ass family members. Sometimes you have a toxic ass relationship and you have been beaten down. Sometimes life really does that. But I am here to tell you today, it does not have to stay that way. That is a choice. You always have a choice. And yeah, maybe change is hard. Maybe you're right. Maybe. But the life that you're living is hard. Take it from someone who knows. I used to cry every day. That was hard. The life I live today, I finally have peace. I finally have freedom. I finally have purpose. And I finally get to make income doing what I love. I don't regret any of the changes, not one. Because if I didn't change, I wouldn't be where I am today. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. Listen, I can't help people who don't want it, nor do I want to try. If you're 1000% happy with the way your life is going, then respectfully just keep doing what you're doing. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If you like it, I love it. Who am I to tell you to change anything? But if you're not 1000% happy and you want to change, I want to help you. Inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to build your business. Whatever you want to do, it's in there. Maybe you want to grow your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok. I'll teach you. I'm on all of them. It's in there. Maybe you want to sell a digital product. I'll teach you. It's in there. Maybe you don't want to do an ebook. You don't have to. Maybe you want to do private communities. That's what I do. That's what I've thrived off of for years. I'll teach you how to build it. Maybe you want to sell an e-course. Okay, we'll build it together. Whatever your dream is, we can build it. Maybe you want to go live and convert sales on your live. I'll teach you that. I do that. My students do that. Maybe you're wanting to do affiliate marketing. I'll teach you. I do that too. Whatever your heart desires, whatever your dreams are, we can build it inside of Glow Up Academy. Not only am I going to teach you how to build your online business, I'm also going to teach you how to build yourself. Because there's things about you that don't align with the woman that you want to be. And you can become her. If you had the thoughts, the idea, she's already within you. She's already within you. But she's buried underneath the fear, the insecurities, the excuses, the procrastination, the caring too much about what other people think. She's buried under all of that. We got to fix it. A lot of you guys have already tried to build businesses. You've already tried to reach your goals, but you keep giving up because you refuse to fix what's going on in here. It is your mindset that is keeping you stuck. It's not your inability. You are more than capable. If I can do it, I know you can. But again, if we don't fix this, it doesn't matter what information I give you, because you're not going to do it. I could tell you exactly how to monetize your YouTube channel in a couple of months, like how I did on both of my channels. But if you don't think you're worthy of success, you're not going to do it. I could tell you exactly what to say in your content to grow your audience. But if you don't think you're worthy of wealth, you're not going to do it. We got to fix this because you continue to self-sabotage, and that's going to have to change. So for those of you guys who are ready, I'm going to invite you to join Glow Up Academy. Now, before I let you join, a couple of things. I only let 10 people in at a time because, believe it or not, not everyone has the same goal. Some people have a product, no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas, but we have to lock into one. I told you guys earlier, money flows where energy goes. Okay, so we have to choose one, your most favorite idea, and build that. And then we'll come to the other ideas later. We can't have our hands in too many baskets. Nothing gets done. Some of you guys have no clue as to what you want to do, and that's fine. We'll come up with an idea that's best for you together. And some of you guys don't want to build a business at all, but you do want to build your mindset. I got you. No matter where you're at in your journey, I can teach you. But I've noticed for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time overwhelms me, and I can't pour into everyone the way that they deserve. So that's why I cap it at 10. Also, I'm going to set us a timer for 10 minutes because I only want to help people who want it. I am not here to convince you. I can't, and I'm not going to try. The women and men who truly want to transform their life, they move. They move. That's why I want to help. If I got to pull you, tug of war, we're not aligned. And that's okay. That's okay. Now, the price is $249. That's it. One time. No more monthly payments. We used to do monthly payments. We don't do that no more. No more bills. Okay? no bills. We all billed out, right? Okay. One-time payment, $249, that's it. You can use Afterpay, you can use Klarna, break the payment up and get the discount. When I end the live, the price will go back up to $597 and people buy it. I had 4 people pay $597 to get in yesterday. But because you sat through the live, you took your notes, you asked questions, I'm gonna take the price down to $249, okay? And before you say what you can't afford, let me tell you this. The price of staying stuck is far more expensive than the price of getting things done, because you don't get time back. The year is over and you will never get it back, okay? I'm gonna show you guys how to join and then I'll set the timer. I'll start with TikTok. YouTube, your instructions are a little bit different. I'm gonna turn the mirror off too. So hold on, TikTok, because it's backwards because of the dry erase board. Okay. All right, let me show you guys how to join. TikTok number 1 and TikTok number 2. You're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come to my profile. Now TikTok number 2, this one right here, that's my backup. So my profile does not look like this, but the link is still the same, okay? You're gonna click, let me turn my light down. You're gonna click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. You're gonna click this red button that says open. You're gonna click the top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are. I've already marked it down, $249, that's it. There's no monthly payments. Once you're in, you are in for life, okay? We also, I meant to tell you guys, we also do weekly live coaching calls. So tonight, every week, Thursdays, okay? Even if you can't make it, that's fine. You still get the replays, so you're never by yourself, all right? Now, you're gonna scroll down. Remember, become the woman who actually follows through. Scroll down, you can read my reviews, I don't mind. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address, you guys. Because we're not doing monthly payment subscriptions anymore, I have to add you manually, and I'm gonna do all of this while we're live. The email that you submit is the email I'm sending the invite link to. I understand sometimes the autocorrect gets you fine. If you mess up, that's okay. You're still gonna get in. I need you to inbox me with the correct email. But let's just try to get everything right so we don't have to go through that extra hassle, okay? So enter your name, quadruple check your email address. Afterpay and Klarna options are here, okay? And then click on this button that says Start My Glow Up. Once you purchase, please do not leave the live until you let me know you received your invite link in your email, okay? I want everyone to get what they need to get while we're here, so it's all smooth sailing. Also, when you get in, I'm going to be sending you a message. I need you to check your inbox because I want to know more about you. What are you struggling with? What are your goals, okay? I can't help you if I don't know what you're struggling with. So I need you to promise me that you're gonna respond to my message. As soon as I get off of here, I hop right inside Glow Up Academy. If you do have to leave, maybe you got work, but you want to get on the special, that's fine. I need you to promise me tonight, before you go to bed, that you are going to check your message and respond to my message, okay? So I'll show you one more time, then I'm gonna show YouTube. TikTok, click on my profile picture up at the top, come to my profile. Remember TikTok number 2, this is my backup, so it does not look like this, but the link is still the same. Glow Up Lounge HQ in the bio, red button that says open. Top button, Glow Up Academy, okay? $249, scroll down, enter your name, quadruple check your email address. You can use Afterpay or Klarna, and then click Start My Glow Up, okay? YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, your instructions are just a little bit different. You are going to leave the live. You're gonna leave the live and you're gonna click on the link that says Glow Up Lounge HQ, okay? And then once you click on that, you will click on the top button that says Glow Up Academy, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start our timer. And I think 2 people already joined. I'm about to send the invite link now. Please don't leave me. I hope you're still on here. Some of y'all join and dip. Hold on one second. Do you guys have any questions for me? I'm about to start sending out the invite links now. Any questions for me? Matter of fact, let me start the timer real quick. I know we talked about a lot. I know we did. I know some of y'all head is spinning. But the biggest takeaway I want you to take away from this live is this. There is nothing that you can't do. And you can't convince me otherwise. The problem is your mindset. The problem is the thoughts that you have about yourself. That's the problem. That's the problem. And if we don't fix that, you will continue to hit a brick wall day after day. And my question is, aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of that? Always starting and stopping and never getting anywhere? Telling yourself you're going to do something but then not doing it? Second guessing your ability to reach your goals? Aren't you tired of that? Imagine a life where everything you start, you finish. Imagine a life where you wake up every single day doing what you love. Imagine a life where you believe in yourself, like you really believe in yourself. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine a life where you don't care what other people think of you. You can have that. You can have it. You can be that confident woman of your dreams. You can start stuff and finish it. You can stick to the plan and not the move. You can do all of those things. But again, it starts with what's going on in here. Which is why we have Glow Up Academy, because it's not just about building business. It's not just about creating content. It's about building our self-worth. Because like I said earlier, if you don't believe you can do it, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. It don't matter. You're not going to do it. And that's the problem. You're going to continue to be in your own way. We've got to fix it. It's got to be fixed. It doesn't have a choice. It really doesn't. Okay? Let me send the 2 emails real quick. I don't know if you're still on here. All right, Alex, I just sent yours. Please let me know you received the invite link before you leave off. Please, please, please. Okay. And JT, one second. All right, JT, I just sent you yours, okay? So I'm waiting on 2 people to confirm that they got their email. Hello, I'm waiting on 2 people to confirm they got the email. Let's go, let's go. Any questions for me? Also, too, once you guys join, I want you guys to start in the classroom tab. Start in the classroom tab, okay? And I want you guys to click where it says start here, welcome. This is an orientation. So it's a 7-day orientation, you guys. My videos are short and to the point. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time. My videos are short, sweet, and to the point. The reason why I have a 7-day orientation, because I already know that you can do it, okay? You don't have to tell me. I already know that. But the problem is you don't know that, okay? So every single day I have a small homework assignment for you to do that I want you to complete for your orientation. And the reason I set it up like this is because I need you to prove to yourself that not only can you start something, you can finish it, all right? Confidence is built slowly through repeated action of showing up for ourselves. So that's why I designed it this way. Once you start to see that you can start something and finish it, now we're boosting your confidence. Now you're starting to believe that you are capable of stuff. And that's the attitude that we need to get to the business building, okay? A lot of us aren't ready to build businesses because we don't even have belief in ourselves, okay? So we got to fix it. It's got to be fixed. We don't have a choice, All right. So I want you to start with the welcome and orientation vault. Now, once you're done, you have different paths that you can take. Like I said, not everybody is interested in starting a business right now. That's okay. Maybe your interest is working on your limiting beliefs, becoming more disciplined, not caring what people think. That's fine. If that's you, I want you to start in the mindset and motivation vault. Mindset and motivation, okay? If you are interested in building business, then you, after you finish your orientation, you're gonna go to the business building vault, okay? I have step-by-step video tutorials walking you through how to use Canva and ChatGPT to build your business. I also have step-by-steps to file your taxes, to create your LLC or S Corp or C Corp, whichever one you wanna do, how to build your business credits, okay? Then you can decide which platforms do you want to be on, whether you want to be on YouTube. YouTube has its own vault, TikTok, Instagram, they all have their own vault, okay? So there's different paths that you can take depending on what your goals are. Maybe you're trying to tap more into your feminine energy, self-care. I have a vault for that too, okay? Remember, ladies, we don't have to be hustle, hustle, work hard, never sleep, never sleep. That's very masculine. It's very masculine. And a lot of us been operating in masculine energy for far too long. I know I used to, okay? We don't, no, we can't do that. We're women. We're women. We are more creative. We're more abundant when we have rest, when we do things that we love. This is how we make our money, through our creativity, okay? So we gotta tap into that. We've gotta tap into that, okay? Okay. Thank you. I'm still waiting on 2 people to tell me that they received their email. You guys, please, please, please do not leave until you let me know you got your email. We have a few minutes left. They might not even be on here. You guys, I like to know, because I want to make sure everyone got where they need to be at, okay? I want to make sure, all right? Again, TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're going to click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're going to come to my profile. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. Remember, TikTok number 2, that's my backup. Glow Up Lounge HQ. Oopsies. Click the red button that says open. And click the top button that says Glow Up Academy. Okay. And then, okay, there we go. 249. Scroll all the way down, enter your email and name, quadruple check that. You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break that payment up, and then click Start My Glow Up, okay? Start My Glow Up. Do not procrastinate, you guys. You guys, time is of the essence because you don't get it back. A lot of people think the most valuable asset that you have is money. It's not money, it's time. It is time, because you can't get that back. You can make more money. You can replace the money that you spent. You can replace the money that was stolen. You can replace the money that you lost, but you cannot get time back. Every day you are getting older and older. Don't you ever forget that, okay? Don't you ever forget that. Very good. Now, what I do want to spend a few minutes talking about before we leave, we have 3 more minutes left. Before we leave, confidence, confidence, confidence. Confidence is built, okay? But just like you build it, you can also lose it. So let's start with building. How do we build our confidence? We build it by keeping the promises that we make to ourselves. If you tell yourself that you're going to spend 30 minutes working on your business today, then that's what I expect you to do. If you tell yourself that you're going to record a piece of content today, then that's what I expect you to do. If you tell yourself that you're going to go work out, then that's what I expect you to do. We cannot keep going off of the mood and not the plan. Meaning, well, I know I said I was going to do this, but I don't feel like it. Well, do you feel like being insecure? Do you feel like moping around because you don't think you're good enough? Do you feel like laying in bed all day being depressed? Because that's where that gets you. Been there, done that. You have got to decide what kind of life you want. Write it down and outline it. And every day, you need to be doing something towards that life. And do not sit here and tell me you don't have time. Because if you have time to watch YouTube videos and TikTok lives, then you have time to work on yourself. I don't want to hear it, which is why I know I am not the coach for everybody, because not everybody appreciates the truth. Some people want to be coddled. I'm not the one. I am not the one. I am a solution-based coach. On my live, we come up with solutions. I will not allow you to sit in victimhood. You are not a victim. You are not a victim. You are a survivor. And you get to decide how you want to live your life. Now, once you keep doing things and keeping the promises that you make to yourself, over time, you start to feel better and better and better about yourself. Now, you're building confidence. And just like I said, you can build it, you can also lose it. Now, how do we lose the confidence that we built? Well, you lose it by not keeping the promises that you make to yourself. So if you fall back into the, I know I said I was going to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow, you're slowly losing it. If you get around people who are insecure, they will project their insecurities onto you. No, they may not be doing it maliciously, but they're still doing it. A projection is how we view the world. That's it. This live is a projection. I view the world in a way, in a lens of you can do anything you want to do. Not everybody thinks like that. It is what it is. If you are around insecure people, let me give you an example. Let's say you tell your friend who's insecure that you want to start a YouTube channel. And you told her, you're like, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Well, she's insecure. She lives in lack. She doesn't believe she can do anything, okay? So when you tell her that you want to start a YouTube channel, her response might be, I heard YouTube is hard. Are you sure you want to put yourself out there for everybody to see you? I heard people fail. Now, because she done said that through her insecure lens, she got you in your head questioning if you can do it. Now you're second guessing your own greatness. Now imagine if you said that to a confident friend. And your friend is confident because she believes that she can do anything she puts her mind to. Let's replay it. So you tell your confident friend, I think I want to start a YouTube channel. You know what her response is going to be? You can do it. Let me know when you post your first video. I can't wait to share it. I'm rooting for you. I'm going to be your first viewer. I'm going to be your first subscriber. Send me the link so I can subscribe. I'm so proud of you. You got this. Two different responses. When you decide to glow up your life, you are going to leave a lot of people behind. Because the version of you that you're becoming no longer will align with the environment that you're in right now. But that's okay. Because on the other side of that glow up is a group of women who have also done the inner work and are ready to invite you into their circle, because now you are healed, you are confident, and you are your dream woman. And now you will have a totally different experience with friendships. You cannot bring leveled down people into your leveled up journey. It's not aligned. And if you refuse to let people go who you know are holding you back, you know. How do you know? Well, do they drain you? Do they make you feel bad about yourself? Do they give you anxiety? When you leave the conversation, do you feel happy or depressed? That's how you know, okay? You lose people, usually family members. Absolutely, you sure do. You sure do. And you'll know who's meant to come on this new journey with you and who's not. You'll know. But the longer you hold on to the people who are not supposed to be there, the longer that blessing will be delayed. But that's okay, because you're going to meet new people and you're going to have new experiences, better experiences, actually. Okay? But just like you built up your confidence, you can also lose it. Confidence is something you have to continue to work towards, okay? There's never a finish line, by the way, you guys. Every single day, I want you to work on getting a little bit better than you did the day before, okay? There's never a finish line because there's always room for improvement. Don't ever forget that. That was our timer. I didn't see the two people who told me that they got their link. I don't know if you guys are still on here or not. I guess not. All right, we are done. I'm gonna show you one more time and then I'm out of here. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. You're gonna come here, click on where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then click on this red button that says open. And then click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy. And then here we are, 2:49. YouTube, in order for you guys to lock in, you have to leave the live. Come to the link that says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then click on the top button that says Glow Up Academy, okay? All right, you guys, I truly enjoyed you. I am taking the price back up to $5.97. Make sure you guys follow me so you do not lose me. They do steal my videos and make fake accounts, okay? So please beware. For those of you guys who joined, I'm hopping in now. For those of you guys who didn't, keep doing what you're doing. When you finally do get tired of not getting the results that you want, Glow Up Academy is here and ready to welcome you, all right? All right, you guys have an amazing Thursday. Bye.